All right, so this morning I am going to talk to you about elapsed time word problems. So remember, elapsed time is the time between a start and an end time. So when you look at these word problems, they are not going to explicitly say you need to do this and this, but you will have two times that you have to find. So my mom started running errands at 10:05 a.m. She got home at 2:45 p.m. How long did my mom run errands? So remember, we will use our number line. So I'm first going to draw my number line right here. So we have our start time is 10:05. And our end time is 2:45. Our end time is 2:45. So we are going to do our jumps. So I don't have a good line, so I'm going to use my pen, which is exactly what you guys can do. You can do it on your paper. So remember, you want to get increments that are easy to add. So if I want a straight hour, I can jump to 11 o'clock. Now, I know that between 10:05 and 11 o'clock was 55 minutes. So I'm going to put that for my first jump. Now, I'm going to go 11 to 12 to 1 to 2. And between all of those is 1 hour. So we have 11 plus 1 hour is 12. One more hour gets me to 1. And another hour gets me to 2. Now you can see that I did my jump a little far, so I'm going to take that and move it over a little bit. You might have to adjust yours as well. So now I'm at 2 o'clock. So how much longer does it take me to get to 2:45 is a jump of 45 minutes, because 2 to 2:45 is 45 minutes. Now remember, after you do all this, you have to add up those times. So we have do your hours first. So you have 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 55 minutes plus 45 minutes. So 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 1 hour gives us 3 hours plus 55 plus 45, if I do my math, is 100 minutes. We know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, so we're going to take that and add it to our 3 hours. So 4 hours plus 100 minus 60 is 40 minutes. So your total time that mom was running errands is 4 hours and 40 minutes. Our second problem, the baseball game started at 7:05 p.m. and it ended at 9:15 p.m. How long was the baseball game? So here we go again, drawing our number line, our start time and our end time. Our start time was 7:05 and our end time was 9:15. Now you're going to hear Liam in the background, so just remember that Liam's there, and we're going to keep going with our video. So it started at 7:05. I want to get to the whole number hour, so I'm going to jump 55 minutes because I know that 55 minutes gets me to 8 o'clock. Then I'm going to jump an hour, and that's going to get me to 9 o'clock. And then I'm going to jump 15 more minutes. And that gets me to 9:15. Now, my next step, I need to add those up. So 1 hour plus 55 minutes plus 15 minutes gives me 1 hour plus 70 minutes. Again, we know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, so we're going to subtract 60 and put it to our hour. So that gives us 2 hours plus 10 minutes. So 2 hours and 10 minutes is how long it took us at the baseball game. A third problem, the birds began chirping outside my window at 6:37 a.m. They finally stopped at 9:12, and that should be a.m., 9:12 a.m. How long were the birds chirping? So we're going to draw our number line. Our start time that these birds started chirping was 6:37. And the end time was 9:12. Remember, we want to get to the whole number hour. So if I add 23 minutes to this, that gets me to 7 o'clock. So then I'm going to jump an hour, and that gets me to 8 o'clock. And then I'm going to jump another hour, and that gets me to 9 o'clock. And then I see that I have 12 more minutes until I get to 9:12. Then I need to go and I need to add all of these up. So I have 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 23 minutes plus 12 minutes. And if I add those, it gets me 2 hours plus 23 plus 12 is 35 minutes. So 2 hours and 35 minutes is how long it took those birds to stop chirping. Now, one more problem. Mr. Baker started mowing the grass at 9:42 a.m. He finally got home at 6:05 p.m. How long did Mr. Baker take to mow the grass? So always start out drawing your number line. Now, this one needs to be a little bigger because this seems like a lot longer of a time. So we have our start and we have our end. So Mr. Baker started at 9:42, and Mr. Baker ended at 6:05. So we first want to get to the whole number. So 42 plus, I know, 18 minutes. Gets me to 10 o'clock. Now, I am just going to keep jumping hours because we have the solid hour. So 1 hour gets me to 11, another hour 12, another hour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Running out of space, but that's okay. So I know this was 1 hour. These are all 1 hour. So to save you time from listening to me, I'm just going to put the time at the bottom. Gets me to 6. So then I need 5 more minutes to jump to get to 6:05. So this right here is 5 minutes. I'm going to put an M. Now I'm going to take my pencil and write a 1 in each of these jumps. just to make it a little faster on the video. So now I need to add all those up. So I have 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 1 hour plus, I'm going to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 8 hours plus 18 minutes plus 5 minutes. Now, if I add those up, that gives me 8 hours plus 23 minutes. So Mr. Baker mowed the lawn for 8 hours and 23 minutes before he got home. Now, remember to use your number lines. Remember to draw it out. Take your 2 times and do your word problems. Let me know if you need any help.